I appreciate everybody coming this afternoon on short notice. We about 10:40 this morning, the sheriff's office received a call in reference to a potential dead body on the side of Shady Grove Lane down in the county. Officers responded. We were able to locate Mr. Cannon, Randolph Allen Cannon, 63-year-old white male, deceased on the side of the road. We are working this case as a homicide. Obviously, it's early in our investigation. I will tell you that it is apparent to me that his death is a result of gunshot wounds. I don't want to talk about how many and where, because obviously that's important to our investigation. So we have notified his family, and so we are in contact with the family and working with them as well. Where he was located is not far from his home, where it appears that he was walking on the side of a dirt road this morning with his dog, is what we're being told by family members. So I will answer what questions I can. Please understand that this is just early on, and there's just some things that I don't want to talk about this early in the investigation.
Do you have any suspects at all at this point?
We have a couple of people of interest. I wouldn't call them suspects at this point, but there is some persons of interest right now.
How long was he out there for, any idea?
I'm thinking this morning sometime probably around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock time frame is when he was walking on the road. We got the call at 10:40, which would be 9:40 down in that part of the county. They go on Central Time.
It's a pretty rural area, about it. Does people go down that road? How was he found?
The road that he lives on is not. I don't think there's a residence on that road. I think there's an old hunting lodge and an abandoned trailer. He was found by a family member. You know, we knew Randy had answered a couple of calls, different type things over the years. So yes, he was known in the community. I don't know that he was. I think he had lived there for quite a while. So.
Did any neighbors say anything that they heard or they saw?
We do have some witnesses that heard multiple gunshots about the same time frame that we're thinking this occurred. So we're trying to piece together between what they heard. They didn't see anything, but they did hear several shots, and so we're trying to piece together everybody in that area with a neighborhood canvass, trying to see if there's somebody that we've missed. But we do have several people that did hear gunshots.
Did you have any prior conflict to this that would be leading?
Not anything that sticks out. Nothing that really jumps out at me that we're aware of. Of course, like I said, we're still in the infancy stage of talking to his neighbors and talking to his family and trying to find out all those types of questions. But right now, there's nothing that jumps out at us that would make us believe that he had any enemies that necessarily, wanted him dead.
Was he found because he didn't return after a long time and the family just started looking for him?
Yes. Any other questions?
Does he have a wife and kids out there, or is that?
He does have family, and we're in touch with them and trying to get in touch with all of them. Several of the kids, my understanding, live out of town, and so we're trying to get in touch with them as well.
Do you know exactly how many kids?
To my knowledge, they told me he had two boys, and I believe they live out of town, one in Florida and potentially one in Kentucky. So we will keep you updated as we get into this investigation more. If we develop a suspect or get a warrant for someone's arrest, we'll certainly let you know.
You want the public's help if they have any information?
Sure. I mean, as rural as this is, we were shocked to find a couple of people that actually heard the shots. But anybody that may have drove by the Shady Grove Lane area off of Shady Grove Road, you know, please, if you think you saw something or think you saw a vehicle, you know, let us know. Give us a call and give us a description. And if it's nothing, then that's fine too. But we'll love to run down any lead that we can.
One last question. How far is that from his home where he was found? Like distance wise?
I would say it's probably half a mile. Any other questions?
The dog wasn't hurt.
No, the dog was, we picked up the dog and the dog was fine.
Joining us, we're continuing to follow breaking news out of East Alabama tonight after a man was found shot to death in Hurtsboro. Russell County Sheriff Heath Taylor just wrapping up a news conference just moments ago. And our Amy Phillips joins us live from the sheriff's office. So, Amy, lots of information coming out of that news conference this afternoon. Tell us more about what you learned.
63-year-old Randolph Cannon of Hurtsboro, Alabama, apparently suffered from multiple gunshot wounds, according to the Russell County coroner Arthur Sombry Jr. He was pronounced dead at 2:39 this afternoon. He apparently went for a walk with his dog this morning, and his family grew to be concerned about him. A family member found him, according to Sheriff Heath Taylor. Now, he was found on Shady Grove Lane, believed to be about a half a mile from his house, again, according to Sheriff Taylor. His body will be sent to the Alabama Department of Forensic Science in Montgomery, Alabama, for an autopsy tomorrow.
We have a couple of people of interest. I wouldn't call them suspects at this point, but there is some persons of interest right now.
And if you have any information regarding this case, feel free to contact the Russell County Sheriff Department.
On Friday afternoon, late Friday night, Lieutenant Barr and I were in his office, and he got a call that gave us the lead on DeAndre. And on Saturday, they were able to locate him and bring him to the office. And as a result of that, he has confessed to us what occurred, and we believe that we will be able to, the evidence will show that what he has confessed to actually happened. There was a female with him in the car when it occurred. We have spoke with her, and we have gotten her story as to what happened, and it matches what DeAndre has told us. This was a random situation. DeAndre and the female was on the road talking and parked when Randy walked up on them. Because Randy owns the property on both sides of the road, he was questioning them about being there and trespassing and that type of situation. And Mr. Jones got out and started shooting at him. And he ran and he chased him down the road, and he ultimately shot him multiple times, killing him. So we believe that after 6 days of hard investigating, hitting the streets, following up on every call, every lead, every thing that we could do, talking to neighbors, pulling videos, we believe that we have the person who shot and killed Randy, and we believe that we were able to prove that in a court of law.
So he came on your radar through somebody calling in and saying, you need to check this guy out.
Yep, he came on the radar by someone letting us know that they had heard this is what had occurred. And so we started looking at him and trying to find where he lives. He is actually from Union Springs, Alabama. He lives at 211 County Road 5, Macon County, Alabama.
How the female companion, was she local or?
She's local. I don't, obviously for obvious reasons, I'm not going to disclose who that is, but she is local, and we were able to locate her, and she was truthful with us about what had occurred.
So what are Jones's full charges?
Right now he's been charged with murder. I don't know that we have the elements to reach a capital murder case, but we will certainly be in conversations with the district attorney's office about the capital murder side versus regular murder. And that's you know, the statute requires certain things to have happened, and we'll be talking with them about that.
And the female suspect, is she going to be charged with anything?
Right now she's not being charged. You know, the option to present her side of this to the grand jury will be there. But right now she's cooperating with us, and so we haven't charged her at this point. We know that she was there, but we don't believe that she had anything to do with him getting out and shooting.
Did you give us the age of how old she was?
I didn't say how old she was. I'm not going to say anything about her or any of that. DeAndre is 20 years old, and of course our victim Randy is 63.
Okay, so the 63-year-old man confronts some people parking on his property, basically, or near his property line. Can you tell us why the rage? Most people would be like, okay, I'm getting out of here. Most people don't jump out of their car and mow somebody down and shoot him multiple times. What, was he under the influence of drugs, or what's going on?
Well, I think that's going to play a part in it, and I think he was probably on some type of narcotic. I know that that it just kind of falls into play with what's going on in our world today. It appears that the younger generation just has no value on life, and this case is kind of, leads to that you get into an argument with somebody over a simple trespass issue, and the next thing you know somebody's killing somebody over it. The sheriff, my friend Big John, that just passed, it's a simple loud music call with a kid, and he shoots him over it. So it just seems like that this generation that we're dealing with now, the 18 to 30-year-olds, don't have as much value of life that we've historically seen. And people who have an altercation and they fuss and they go their separate way, like you said, okay, I'll leave. It's not an easy thing to have an answer for, but we know. You just go where the evidence leads you, and then you find out what happened, and that's what happened.
This happened on the morning of December 30th, correct?
Correct.
What was the time frame for them to be sitting on his property? Was it still like early morning?
Yeah, it was early that morning. I mean, he had been walking down the road. We believe it was between 9:15 and 9:45 our time.
Broad daylight.
Oh yeah, broad daylight, which would have been 8:15 to 8:30 Central Time. Is there any other questions? As we, move forward in this case, if there are other developments, if we do decide to charge somebody else, we'll certainly let you know. Other than that, we appreciate you coming.